Men will always be the roof and women will always be the pillar. Let them judge you. Let them see the other side of you. One person told me in my team, you've got a village behind you. If there are people who believes in me like that, why wouldn't I believe in myself? And every time that I went through something, trust me, I consider it as a gift. Why? Because it makes me only better.
The #1 elite podcast in Bahrain.
BTX Elite.
BTX Elite.
The one, the only.
BTX Elite.
Season 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of BTX Elite Podcast. Today, I have the female version of Superman. You will wonder, what the hell is Bobby talking today? Yes, in Bahrain, there is a lot of multiple big events, massive productions, fire shows, lighting, and including myself, I was wondering, who is behind all of this? Well, today, finally, there is no more hiding. We have today Miss Dandy Salvino. Welcome, Dandy.
Hi, Bobby. Thank you. I mean, really, a little bit in order in how you actually boost me up to everyone, and I am very humbled. Anyway, let me clarify that one. There are a lot of big companies right here that is doing the biggest events also, but thank you for actually saying that. I appreciate it. Well, I'm basically a conceptualizer and I work behind the scenes, sweetheart. And the only thing that makes me Superman is not just because of my job, but because of the experience that I went through life.
I like how humble you are, to be honest. You know, when you're gonna say behind the scenes, and everyone is wondering, including myself, when you're gonna see a massive event or whatever, who is behind that? So
Yeah, well, for me, like there's a lot of people that is behind that are behind in one event. When a one big event happens, like all brains in that certain company or those people who create production shares all their idea and concepts. Okay, so I would really acknowledge that it doesn't really come from one person alone. It comes like it comes to multiple ideas, multiple brains, multiple talents. Like, for example, you have your own way in looking at things, and in another, like this person has its own way of looking at things. So they combine all this idea and create a concept. Well, I have work, yes, absolutely, and I will not even say those projects. I've worked behind the scenes, I've given ideas, and I'm also like a destination wedding planner. I'm in love with love, at the same time I'm in love with life. There are events that I conceptualize by considering the ideas of everyone around me. And I totally like apply that into life. And that is just the approach. I'm very humble though. Yes, I was part, I'm always part, and I will always be part to even more big events soon in the future. Maybe in the coming few days, I don't know. But I am very glad to whoever I work with as a team, they made it happen, not just me.
you call yourself conceptualizer. What do you actually do? Because you are somehow hiding, but behind the scenes. But the biggest job is actually behind the scenes. And now you decided to go to the front line. So tell me.
And so a conceptualizer, like I don't even know, I just actually made it up somehow.
This is the best creative point, you know, the creative key is clicking. Make up words.
Yeah.
I am a
okay.
conceptualizer.
So,
But sounds good, by the way.
Okay, so let's consider like a conceptualizer, like, okay, Dandy. Okay, so it's just like this. How you consider yourself as Bobby. Like, okay, who's Bobby? Like a conceptualizer gives character. It gives character to an existing brand, to a personality. Like for example, like for a wedding. Okay, so every time I do a wedding for a couple, I do understand the aesthetics of the environment that surrounds us, like the area that they would want to do it. And aside from that, I would want to get to know the bride and the groom who's getting married. Now, knowing them and getting involved in like, you know, a little bit personal, getting personal with them and getting to know them, how they met and all that, I take out the beautiful bits and pieces of everything and create a story within that, and alone with that, create a character to the overall aesthetics of the place. So when I do corporate, and then when I do concept as corporate, and I would say think a very, very lucky woman in some sort. Despite of all the experiences that I went through, I consider myself very blessed and lucky because I was very well thought of through my experience with production. Of course, it's in the past. And also at the same time, I put on hold in how weddings are. Like weddings are more personal, right? So when you have the experience of corporate, you have the experience of personal, and you have the experience in life. You put it all together, you bring a different depth. And that is why the way I conceptualize things, it's just not like, okay, let's make a square, let's make a box. And what is a box? Like, if you literally look at the box, and when other people look at it, it has just like, okay, it's just one big square. Okay, the way I look at it, I see it as like, okay, it has a depth, and within that depth, we can actually create something in this angle and in this, like, and I know everyone has this talent as mine. And deep down inside them, like their soul, like even you are a conceptualizer. You create yourself to be who you are now. So yeah, I'm a conceptualizer. I give character to everything. I mean, I try to. Yeah.
I love how you mentioned that the moments that you want to get from the best things that the couples before their wedding, when you are a part of the wedding planning, right? And you are getting all the moments, getting a little bit personal with the people. I think that is the extra special touch for a perfect wedding.
Yeah, I do that, and some of my clients really do appreciate it. Some might even just wonder, and then it's like, what is she doing? Is she trying to spy or pry on our personal lives? But this is something that, and I always like. There was this. I'm gonna tell you one thing, like a little story about something. So I asked one bride, and I gave her like a list of questions to answer, and she went back to me. I refused to answer all of this because it's personal. And I said, ma'am, I want to tell you whatever that I have asked her will be strictly confidential. It's for me to understand you. Well, it took me time to kind of convince that person, and really, and then we got along. And then we became friends. And then within the middle of everything, I get to know her, I get to understand her. And there was this one moment wherein, you know how children are. And you know how parents are as well. Parents would always want to have their children's wedding like massively done, and they would want to invite the whole, like if they can invite the whole country to attend to their children's wedding, they would, right? Because they're proud, they're humble, that they've raised them very well. And here on the other side, my bride was like, literally like she was about to tear up and say, Dad, this is my wedding. This is not yours. You cannot just take in. And they were like renting 2 hotels. Like the dad was actually preparing to rent out 2 hotels. One hotel for his friends and for his guests, and one hotel for the brides.
How many guests we are talking about?
Well, the bride and the groom just only wanted to have like a 200 guests, and where they were flying in from the States and from India, from Dubai. And then, but the father would want to bring in the whole India for her. So there's 2 kinds of, and I see the character, I see the personality. The dad is proud. The daughter was about to tear up because she wants it to be intimate. So then I created a reception for them, which before they go to the main reception, they go through like a receiving area where we created mesh box frames, and then we inserted inside those frames, like it's big, it's like life size, the story and the heritage of her father's roots in Bahrain. No wonder the father would want to brag about it, because even if my bride came all the way from the United States to have her wedding here, this place was very important for them. It is where this country welcomed the roots of the family of this girl, of this woman. And then they started their business here. Bahrain is very, very supportive like that. And then this is where their history was. So when I, as I said, when I knew how important it was, I created that area. No, not me. Sorry for that. We created that area for their guests to know. And so that the father has that certain moment of his life that I matter. My family also matter. And this is what all he wanted to let everybody know, that they came from this place. So he is happy. and the bride's happy at the same time. And making them all happy, it all matters. Wedding is always the start of the family itself. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's why we call ourselves a conceptualizer. So we consider everyone that is part of everything.
I love it. I will always use that word. I am a conceptualizer.
Oh, well, you are, and everyone else is. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know your story yet. How would you describe who you are today?
Well, I
Put
would-
aside the conceptualizer. We are talking now about
Dandy Salvino.
Salvino.
Oh yeah, I like where we're going right here because really I don't want to talk much about what we do as of the moment. There's a time for that. Who is Dandy Salvino? Me? I am just a normal woman. Okay, that went through extraordinary experiences in life, which makes me extraordinary. So an ordinary woman in the side of everyone else, like everybody is just, we're all equal. We are all built the same, but our fate is designed differently. And that's what makes us all extraordinary. And I would claim that to the world. I'm extraordinary. It's because I've passed through life like nobody else could. And maybe you have passed through life that I couldn't, right? So I've been through a lot. And every time that I went through something, Bobby, trust me, I consider it as a gift. Why? Because it makes me only better.
Well, when I mentioned the female version of Superman is here, so now makes sense.
I mean, I would say everyone is a superwoman within themselves or a superman within themselves. They just have to dig in deep down into their soul, and they just have to just let it out. Just let it out and just conquer. Like, nothing cannot be solved. And trust me, Bobby, the only thing that makes me strong until to this point is because of the people who believes in me. And it only gets one to believe in you. And a whole village would. And I wake up every morning and I look behind my back. If there are people who believes in me like that, why wouldn't I believe in myself? And they're the ones that makes it more beautiful.
Are you the stronger person that you are the one believing in yourself more than everyone else?
Well, sometimes people like us, normally, we lost that belief in ourselves. We normally have doubts, if we're doing it right. We always need someone to mirror us. And you know what? Every time I go to my friends, or there was this I have an assistant at home. She stays with me. And then she always flowers things. By the way, before she leaves the house, when she takes care of my things, she takes care of my laptop and all that, prepares my clothes and all that. And then before she leaves the house, she would write me a letter. You're beautiful. Oh my God, I'm going to tear up.
Wow, really? She's doing like this? As a reminder.
To remind me each day that I admire you.
Listen, I have a special gift. I can detect a person who will make a huge impact to other people and to the world. Some people, they need extra push, including myself, even before. But this is the steps that we are moving forward in life. And we need some guidance. As you said, mirroring yourself and creating your fate, I strongly believe that we are responsible for our fate. Some people will say, no, it's fate or God's will or whatever it is. However, if we are just sitting here in four walls, nothing will happen 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
If we go out, move, touch things, talk with people, 100% something will happen. Doesn't mean that we will be the best of the best, the most famous people, the elite people or whatever it is.
Yeah, you've got to push
right?
yourself,
So I know for a fact that people are here to make an impact as long as they are willing to open up, which you are doing right now. You open yourself because this is the way how you will inspire, you will motivate people, and you will make an impact. You need a moment, only one moment, to make an impact to someone. That moment, you will change his life. Whoever is listening, regardless the gender, regardless the age gap or whatever it is. And I know for a fact that there are things that I don't know. And I will learn from you.
I'm learning
I will,
from.
I will never say I know everything. No, I'm the best. Even
Yeah.
even though we are reminding ourselves every day, me personally in the morning, yes, as a reminder, myself as well in the mirror.
Oh my God.
Even though it's cringy, they're like, who cares? You are the best. You are number one. You got this. You crushed this. Because in the end of the day, you never know.
Yeah.
You will wake up the next day or not.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, so, you know what? Every morning now, when I wake up, I make it also a habit to see myself in the mirror. And then there are some times when, like, I look in the mirror and I say, God, I look so tired and all that. And I look at my mirror and I stare at myself right in front of the mirror. Like, I stare literally at myself. And I put my hand on the sink. Then just breathe calmly. And I say to myself, you can do this. If you have done what you have done yesterday, you can actually do this today. Let's think about tomorrow. And let's do tomorrow like tomorrow. Like, we have to do tomorrow, and that's another day to tackle. That's what I meant. Like, tomorrow is another day to tackle. Let's do it. Let's do what you can do today. When we work so hard, like every day, people always expect, and this goes to everybody right now before I miss this out. People, when they work, they would want a reward right away. That would happen, Like, okay, I work so hard for this, I should be appreciated for this. Before I became me as me, I proposed to 100 people and I only even get one project. And I never stop. The next thing I know, I would propose to 200, so I would get 2. And those 2 can actually give that out to word of mouth. That's why, as much as possible, I'd want to do my best not to disappoint my clients. And if ever, because I cannot please everybody, and if ever I, in some point, would disappoint them, I would try to really make it up the next time. I mean, there's no such thing as it's late, it's done, I'm sorry, it's done and cannot be undone. You can always do something to make it better.
Dandy,
Yeah.
you have been through many ups and downs. What was the hardest period for you personally?
Well, honestly, Bobby, I have that strength with me. No matter what kind of road I take, I get up. The only thing that hurts is when it comes to your child. That's it. And I don't want to go further. Well, I just miss my son maybe so much, but that's a different story.
I am totally with you 100%. And I will tell you why. Even myself, I reached to a point in life when I think my life is less valuable than other, which is my son, And I'm ready to donate my heart today. So I get what you mean, that there is someone who is more important rather than yourself. Because always we are here to take care of ourselves, we are the best, we are whatever, but we are in this beautiful phase of life that I can feel the same thing that you feel right now.
And I wish everyone would feel the same every single day, every single second. Yeah. And I know someday he will know this story soon. I don't need to, convince him on that, but he is my daylight. He is my sunshine. He is my everything. He is my universe. And I wish, thank you for actually opening that up. Maybe this would be someday for him to dig in and say, oh, my mama did really love me. Yes, I do. Every single second of my life. Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful to have you here sharing that, because this what we are doing right now is the future generation, including our kids, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one day they will say, oh my goodness, this mom, dad, doing these cringy things and stuff, like talking, making interviews.
Oh, by the way, there's nothing cringy in real life, sweetheart.
Exactly.
Like people might say, and people
Totally agree, by the way.
people might be so ashamed to tell about their life because they would feel like they're gonna be judged. No. I mean, for me, let them judge you. Let them see the other side of you. Let them, because everybody is born from a different culture, from a different perspective. Like, your mom and your parents maybe raised you differently. So if how you see single bottle, like if I'm gonna ask you right now, how do you look at this? You might actually define it differently. My mom, my dad, my whole family raised me in a different way as well. So my mom used to tell me, live for the people around you. So every time I see something beautiful instead of bad. So we see life differently. So whatever you like, like everybody would say against you, that is their own perspective because that's how they were trained to see things. Yeah. And that is how the surroundings that he lives in or she lives in or anyone could live in. So they see things differently. I'm just so blessed with whoever people that surrounds me like you. And the people that I live for and live with every day sees good things in life. So hence, I see things beautifully. Either they say bad or good. I don't judge them. I don't hate them. I don't curse them. I would just say, come on, baby. I hope someday you will see good things in everyone else as I see you. As I see good things to everyone else. And hush on that.
I think there are different stages
Yeah.
in life.
Well, yeah, exactly.
When it comes to
Exactly.
when it comes to maturity, there are certain year gaps. Let's say from 20 to 30, you are this level of mature person. From 30 to 40, 40 to 50, whatever it is. Some people maybe they will never mature. I know for
And
a
why
fact.
is that? Why is
Huh?
that? Like, no, my God, I'm the one asking you questions. You're supposed to ask me. But why is that, Bobby?
First of all,
Yeah.
it's scientific fact that women they mature faster than men. I'm not sure about the age. I'm just saying, like if you are like 35 to 27, this is the
Scientific.
level. Yes, and I think I did my research about this. So when it comes to maturity, I think it's only when you're gonna reach to a certain point in life when you're gonna face something.
Why is that, Bobby? Why do you think scientifically?
Because you need to face something, good or bad. Something need to happen to you.
Okay, Bobby, I would just like to ask you something since we're going somewhere here and you're talking about
No,
men.
I
like,
just empower
does not-
women.
No, wait a minute. Men does not mature as much as how women, women matures faster than men. So I just want to ask you about this. And you told me it's about experience. But is it because of men's ego being the superior that makes you not mature faster because you don't want to accept the reality faster and you don't want to digest that and just learn from that and be mature, and that's why that helps maturity, like when you accept things, when you accept your flaws, and when you hold accountability, that makes you mature. Am I correct? I mean, this is the way I look at it. Is it because men's nature?
No, now you open a different and sensitive topic,
And
which is
I know.
ego.
Yeah.
Ego can be bad, can be
And can be good.
Can be good.
Yeah,
and can be good.
absolutely.
But the worst ego, the people with the worst ego, are the ones who are destroying themselves. Everyone needs to have an ego. Don't get me wrong. You need to have an ego.
Yes.
I need to have. I already have an ego.
Yeah.
But people will see like, oh, this guy's like with the nose, or this lady's like with the nose.
So
like
that's
this.
what I'm saying. Maybe I don't want to battle science here, but everyone can actually be mature at the same pace when they try to accept what goes through their life. Correct or not?
But everyone is different.
Everyone is different.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's because like you're a man or a woman, something like that. Man matures more. I don't know. Because I have seen men at a young age who matures fast. The way they think.
Yeah, there are cases.
Yeah, the way they think. Yeah, and I am in awe. There was this some point that I was being lectured by a 29-year-old who's like 13 years younger than me. And dude, this boy is on point. I'm sorry to call him a boy. Maybe like he's 29, he's a man, but on point. And I was shocked and I was learning from him. So see the maturity, it's because of the life that he had. He went through life so early. And I am so amazed. I was so aghast with everything that he told me. And I was just like, who says that men matures women matures faster than men, and that's why I interrupted you with that, because that was just a few months ago, and I was very, very in awe with how this young man spoke to me about life.
I had a similar experience, but opposite. I will tell you this. I had a conversation with 60 plus, 65 or something.
Yeah.
And when you're going to think like, okay, this person is like 65 plus. I don't know, he lived life. You know, for sure he knows, who, men or women, regardless, knows more than me.
Yeah.
So let me listen. What in the hell is going on? It was the advices and the life choices, disaster. So I'm just saying, in regards to age, doesn't make sense.
It doesn't matter.
65 doesn't mean 25.
Man
I'm just
or
saying.
woman, it doesn't matter. It's about
No, okay, that one matter a little bit. Not
a little bit. Okay. Because I always see it like that. I honestly, when you told me also, I'm here to talk about women's power or women's superiority. Is that how you said it earlier?
something about empowering women.
Empowering women, and letting women. For me, I would want to say this to all women also out there. Sometimes they miss actually. I don't know if it's defined well or if it's understood well when they say empowering women. Women are more successful professionally, more earning more money, whatsoever like that. I that's not how I think though. Like I always would want to consider, like naturally that men should be superior and they're made superior over women.
Thanks God.
And that is my understanding to women out there that I don't hope I won't get attacked.
I
by
want
this.
everyone to listen now.
So we were made to coexist together, and that's how I see things. Men will always be the roof, and women will always be the pillar. We'll always remember that. Without the pillar, the roof won't stand. So what I'm saying is, men will always be above us because they are supposed to give us. I'm not talking about marriage alone. They're supposed to protect. They're supposed to be like, their shield. They're supposed to emotionally strengthen women. While women on the other side should refract kindness, inspire, be passionate, be there to push their man and, to push their man or to push any man that they work with or something and inspire them that, hey, you can be like that. And if you have someone like that at home, or if you have someone like that you work with every day, it's something that it makes the man or drives them to that level wherein, yes, I have a purpose. But if a woman tries to dominate over a men actually goes to that version of being more egoistic. And when they go to that more egoistic thing, that side of theirs, they won't mature because they will not even accept it because they want to prove their worth. Where some women actually does not understand that, dude, you just don't exist in this world. You should also have to consider what he's made of. And if we start doing that, actually I am going to be one of those person. Maybe I'm guilty sometimes at some point with that because I did not understand yet during that time. And this is again based on my experience that if women starts to humble themselves just because of this women empowering stuff like that. No, I'm not trying to mock it. We get to tend to absorb it in a different way, and then we try to dominate. Which is for me, I'm not for that now. Like I really need. Some of my friends, I really needed them to understand that sometimes we lose our essence of a woman. We lose our femininity because we wanted to prove that, hey, they said empowering women. We're better than men. But yes, you have that. You already have that. God already gave you that kind of strength in you. But you don't need to show it out. You don't need to outshine men because man is also made for something else. Well, can you carry a tire? I cannot. Like if I'm gonna ask someone, can you carry a tire by yourself? I cannot. I need a man. I need a man. I gotta fix my car. Just the last time when I was supposed to have a meeting, they waited for me for 1.5 hours because I even forgot to put petrol in my car and I stopped in the middle of the road.
Dandy, if only women are like this and not obeying but supporting their men and just accept the men role, you know? Anyhow, moving forward.
Moving forward, then, yes.
When Dandy was on a magazine cover, representing Dandy Salvino as regarding your business, overall Dandy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
However, there was a moment, I did my research, it was misused. Please, don't tell me it was not. I want to know, everybody want to know, what was your first reaction?
All right, so let me clarify that out.
Yes.
When it says being misused, because it's not being misused by the magazine itself. No.
Social media.
It was on social media, like, are you talking about the mugshot?
Wait. Let's not go there. When you're gonna say mugshot, people
It's
will think
different,
like,
yeah.
okay, like a serial
No.
killer.
It's like the black and white kind of thing where they took my picture and put it up. Yeah.
related to the magazine cover.
Yeah. So, yes, who would do that?
What was the first reaction? Oh my God, like, okay, or whatever.
Well, I don't want to really like elaborate that situation wherein this kind of thing. I think that was normally it's done by other companies to tell everyone that just to inform, okay? But maybe that didn't come out right because maybe that company was connected to my past and how like most of people in the event industry really like understood who I was in that place. And yes, from the moment that it was I actually didn't know about that, by the way. I was where was I? I think I was in the hospital that time, or was I home, or I reached home already that point. My friend called me. And this is not like a close friend of mine because some of my close friends, they don't really know, they know what I do, but they're into a different field. So someone called me and said, "Who would do that?" I said, "What do you mean?" "Look," sent video, and another friend of mine sent a video, sent a picture and all that, and I said, "There's only one thing I've said." My feeling deep down inside me, I don't know if I was happy, I was sad, or it was mixed emotions. It was really, really mixed emotions. I was shocked. I was literally shocked. And then so I told my friends, "Guys, or you don't have to worry about it." And then they were ranting, they were talking. It's like, aren't you mad? Aren't you upset? Aren't you disappointed? That's what and you asked me also, just like now, like I'm shocked. How you found it out, and
We need to understand what was the reaction. Not everyone will react.
Well,
like mature like you. Someone will
literally,
make.
this is what I did. One thing that I did when I got that picture being passed around, I took a glass of water, Bobby, and
Water
it's
and coffee.
and then I drank water, and I'm not a water drinker kind of a person. And then I breathed, and then you know what I said? "Thank you, God." That's just it.
That is the best
For
possible
no reason.
reaction.
And I am not trying to really be a hypocrite. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite or something. Oh, she didn't say that. Or really, I swear. And there's a reason behind that.
I think there is two reasons.
Yeah.
One is competition, feeling threatened by you. Okay, maybe you will tell me yes or no. The other reason is jealousy.
And this, by the way, goes back to what I just said before. It's perspective. It's your perception. It's how you see things. Well, I see things differently. My friends, when they sent those pictures, saw things differently. Like how you told me right now, you saw it differently. I saw it differently. Okay, for me, when I saw it, I realized I mattered. And it was a closed chapter.
That was perfectly said, by the way. I don't think that someone will react like you reacted, Even maybe your friends were shocked.
Sometimes something has to be like clarified to have a period and things, and for you to stop asking questions. And you know what? When that happened, I breathed and I said, there's no more chasing answers. I've had the answer myself. And by the way, I just want to say this out loud. Can I say something?
Tell me.
Can I just say thank you to this wonderful man, George Middleton from Red House Marketing. He owns Red House Marketing, and for some reason, together with Amna, Amna is a very empowered woman as well, very kind, very humble, but she's so much heart. So when she called me because she wanted to talk to me about a project, she called me at the state wherein I was. We were friends, and I was like literally crying because I didn't understand yet what was going on with me during the time. And then she said, why? And I said, I'm just going through a phase right now. And she said, okay, can I invite you over? And then so I went to their office and I said, I'm so sorry. I couldn't even function well because, there are people who are my clients that I can talk anything to. And there are people who are my clients that I would want to listen more of them. So these clients are just like, so wait, what happened? And I said, I couldn't understand what I'm going through right now. I can't function. I couldn't give them the ideas that they would want out of me at that moment. And you know what, Mr. George, owner of the Red House, you know what, Dandy, whatever you have told me right now moved me. And it would be an honor for us to have you on our magazine cover. And that's how I ended up in the magazine cover. That magazine cover was actually to promote my new company, Percepta. And that's another chapter that we're going to talk about.
We're going to reach to that.
Yes.
Big shout out to Mr. George.
Yeah, thank you. And George, I love you. And as I said, from the moment I saw you 10 years ago at the Ritz-Carlton, when there was like this event, a ribbon cutting event, and I told myself, this old man has still so much enigma in him that he can actually, when he walked in, I even told someone who was next to me, who is he? You know when you see someone who holds so much experience in life and still have those, when he still walks humbly with his chin up and then greets people and gives out that warmth. He shares that warmth, but he shares power, he shares authority in the most simple way. He caught my attention, and you know what I told myself? I'm going to work for that man soon enough, or not get a project alongside with him. And God led me to that, maybe in a different way, and it's in a better way.
I hope I will meet Mr. George.
Oh, you will soon, Bobby, because you are inspiring people like no other. And thanks for that.
You spoke about people that stood by you.
Mm-hmm.
Who support you the most when things were the most difficult?
Well, normally. Not, I would say normally. It's a fact that your parents would always support you the most, your family. But when I went through such problem that I went through just recently, a couple of months ago, I don't really call it a problem. As I said, it was an experience, like a rough time in my life, I shall say, but I got out from it. I didn't run to my mom. I didn't run to my brother. I didn't run to any of my family and vented it out on them, because it was something that, I don't want them to feel bad. I didn't want them to feel bad. But Bobby, my mom was secretly like praying because she felt it. And I did not even, sometimes I wouldn't even be shocked when she messages me in Messenger and says, I hope today will be a different day. I pray to God. And you know how parents can actually connect to you through soul. And then after, when I got out from the moment, when I now turned out things, and as I said, when everything was so clear to me already, I called her and said, because that's the kind of a person I am. I don't want to say the story until I find the solution to it. So I think that was the right time when I saw the answer. So I didn't want so I called my mom. I didn't want to share it to her at first. So I called her because I found the answer already. I said, Mom, I just want to ask you a question. And she went like, what? With all these past few days, with these past months, like a month and a half, you've been sending me messages, even if I was not even responding or calling you back, and I'm just saying, okay. It felt like you knew something. You know what my mom said? I feel you. And I'm proud of you because you called me because I know you've got the answers. That's one. During that moment, who made me strong? Number one are my team, who believes in the same vision as I do. My friends, real friends, and my team. I don't have much friends like other people have. I have a small circle. But one person told me in my team, you've got a village behind you. And that's it. That kept me waking up early every single day and fight.
Do you remember with what I compare you? A bird, one bird. Do you remember? What was the name of it? I compare you with a phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I told you don't use it.
Why? Phoenix, it's a magnificent made-up bird, you know?
Made up bird.
It's a made-up bird which is dying and going into flames, and like only there is ashes. And after that, it's coming another phoenix, the best version of the phoenix, stronger version of
So
that.
meaning when you say the phoenix, it's like you just have to go through ashes and get up and be the
Yes.
best version of yourself.
Exactly.
So exactly, phoenix is like you're comparing me to a phoenix. What is that? When I'm
Yeah,
so
you-
you meant like I went through ashes and I rised
No,
up.
that you didn't stop, you know, you didn't stop. You move forward, you know, even with the struggles, with the stress, with difficult times. Always there will be difficult times, believe me. Regardless who you think that this person is super happy, you don't know what is going on in the back.
That-
you know?
yeah,
You never know. People are dealing with personal problems, their problems, every single day. Every single day. Believe me. The moment you decide that the only way is moving forward is the moment that you somehow realize the meaning of life. Moving forward no matter what. No matter what.
Yeah.
And I can see this. I can see that what you are doing.
Thank you.
And this impact that now you are bringing here, it will stay forever. You need to understand that what you are sharing, your energy, your motivation, your inspiration to whoever is watching, this will stay.
And by the way, Bobby, let me just say that I'm not moving forward for myself alone. I am actually moving forward because there are a lot of people who actually still needs me to be out there. Like my staff, my team, the people who works for me, the people who actually depends on me. As I said, not only that, but the people around me, you might, like, I can be a savior or someone in a day. As I told you earlier, I think my mom said, live for the people around you. And you know what? I was 9 years old, I think, or 7 years old when she said that. And I saw her crying at the porch, and I said, Mom, what's happening? She's like, no, I'm just going through a phase. And I hugged her. And I said, Mom, what do you see? What do you think of life? Because I've seen her happy the next day and then, crying the next day and all that. So I asked her out of curiosity. I think I was 9 because only when I could ask that kind of question. But I asked her about life at that point. And she stood up. Not really stood up. I mean, she got up from the couch because she was lying on the couch on her terrace. And then she sat firmly. She held my hand. She told me, live for the people around you. And I didn't understand that until when I went through a lot of things. And that motivates me to live day by day. Because to live is not only for yourself. To live is because you matter to some. Okay. To live is because you should live because there are people who still needs you. And that's the reason why I kept surviving. No, not kept surviving, present. And that's the reason why I keep thriving and surviving, not for me. And whatever goes along with it, if it's success or whatever, then thank you. That's the bonus. The good part is I get to live because there are people who depends on me.
I cannot wait for your mom to see this.
Oh yeah, I'm so proud of her. She taught me things that...
I cannot wait for her to see this, and I cannot wait the comments, by the way, for you.
Aw.
Believe me, I know for a fact that will be amazing. You will let me know.
Thank you, Bobby.
For someone watching who feel lost or starting over, what would you honestly tell them today?
Okay, so I'm not gonna look at you right now. I'm gonna look straight at the camera because I want to talk to that person right now, directly to her soul or to his soul. Can I do that?
Go for it.
Okay. Whoever you may be, don't lose hope. In every little thing that you see around you is an opportunity. And I want you to think of this. Everything that goes through your life, even if it's the toughest for you to understand, you ask why. We even sometimes question why, and we sometimes question God don't. Because everything happens for you to learn from. Consider that as a gift for you to grow and be better. There's always a solution to everything. See the better side of things. See it in a better perception.
Oh my God. If after this people are not motivated, I don't even know what else is there. Like, where are my questions? I don't know. Oh my God.
Oh, Bobby, thank you for this opportunity.
Wait, there is more. Wait, don't say thank you now.
No, I mean, at least
Oh,
I get
small
to
break.
speak to someone.
Okay, I took my, my question from everywhere from the setup.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are back because we are entering
Yeah.
the bonus round.
The bonus round.
The bonus round, the fire round of BTX.
All right, shoot. I'm ready.
What kind of attention do you secretly enjoy the most? What?
Secretly.
Secretly.
Bobby, when someone admires the way I think, and when that kind of attention, like when I wow a room because of presenting something and then they love it, that kind of attention. Secretly, I would say, and I'm humbled and all that, but trust me, Bobby, I'm a kid at my heart. When I reach the car, I jump like a kid that just got a lollipop. And I would call, you know who I would call? I would call my team right away and I would like, hey, you get the job. And I was like, so secretly, yes, I'm like a kid when I have that kind of attention.
The amount of appreciation that goes to your team.
Yeah. For me, my team, it's very difficult to keep a team. It's very difficult to, some people would say to their staff or to their team, oh, your family. Sometimes people say that, but you don't really understand the meaning of it. You're just saying that because you need them or something. But for me, I have seen the characters and the personality of each one of them. I have dissected it already from top to bottom. I know them deep and I am open to them. And this is just what I only say. We're friends outside. We have boundaries inside working, in our profession. But in all my glory, they're always part of it. Because I wouldn't be who I am today without them. I mean, it's very difficult to keep them intact, especially when they stayed with you to the rough, to the rough times. And there would even be a point wherein I would go to site. Even laborers that we that we work for, like who does the hard work and all that stuff. I actually would even call them because of what you did. This is what happened, and thank you. And it only needs to take that appreciation that you give back to them for them not to be like, okay, to motivate them to do more for your company. No, but to motivate for them to do more for themselves. Yeah.
That is a small moment of appreciation can change your entire
Make a
day.
difference.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes a difference.
What's one thing about you that people assume and always get it wrong?
I really don't know what they think about me. You know, I always think that everybody thinks of, like, I don't know if I'm just naive or something. Like, people have different perceptions of me.
Yes.
You know, because if they always have a good perception of me, then I would actually get projects and projects all the time. People get to judge you on your in the first meeting. You know, you have moods. Everyone has moods. Everyone is a different phase in each day. Sometimes you go there in a bad mood. Sometimes you go there overexcited. Sometimes you go, you know. So they have different perception of me. So really, I didn't gather an exact like common denominator that says like they judge me and it's like with a specific like word. I can actually be arrogant for the others. I can actually be too sweet to the others. I can actually be too naive to the others. It's alright. But I don't take that in, so maybe that's why it never got stuck in my head that they judge me for something. Because I don't take it in. I don't even consider that. You know what I do? Once I get into the car, after a presentation, I ask my little one, my not little one is I call her my little one because she is with me all the time at work. She's my right hand, and also or not I call my decorator, who I started this company with, and then I call them. Was I too much today? Trust me, and sometimes I call them. By the way, I think I said, was I very mean today? And then she would like, this little one is a feisty one. She was like, oh yeah, you were just right because she was mean to us. Okay, calm down. I don't want to listen to that. And then I would call my decorator. Did I say the right things today? You know, sometimes when I ask your opinion, at least it makes me do the right thing for the next. And yeah, I don't really have a common denominator of how people judge me.
That's the best thing, by the way. You have someone that you can have a comment, a small critic, you know, when you can ask how I did today, as you said.
Yeah, I always ask. Or one thing that you would really find funny about me, during the meeting, I said this, that I was presenting and all that. And I noticed my clients in the board, they're seated, and they were like looking at me in a different way. One time, this happened. And I was just like, oh my God. Am I being too much in front of you? Is it too overwhelming? And we're like, no. Am I too overwhelming with everything that I'm saying here? And then they were just looking at me. Okay, I shut down the presentation and I said, I'll shut up. And can you please tell me how you want me to do it for you? And then the chairman stood up. You know, you're the only person who'd say that. See, the only way for me to sell is to understand you. And I think I'm not understanding you yet. And I'm giving my pointers and giving my assumptions. And I'll shut up. No, Dandy, you continue. No, I'll shut up. I swear. And I will come back with better knowledge about who you are. Because the way you look at me, you're so bewildered and you're so confused. And I don't want to walk out this room and say, we don't want her. I don't want to lose this job. I got the job.
When you're gonna shock them, and you will have the most authentic approach from everyone.
Oh yeah.
Turn off the presentation. Yeah. Tell me what you want.
Yeah.
What type of person has the easiest access to your soft side?
My son. He's the person who takes all my softness, who actually can take out all my strengths and who can give me back my strength, who inspires me. He is just a joy, like the way he motivates me. Just today I went to visit him in school for like 15 minutes and had lunch with him. And you know what he said? In the middle of everything while he's eating. Mama, I love you. I will not cry now. Okay, proceed.
No, your soft side, it's boosting your hard side.
Yeah.
The strong side. So, when you want to relax and enjoy, where do you go in Bahrain?
Where I relax and enjoy. I love music. I love dancing. There was this point, maybe a year ago, a couple of months ago, I went to this place, and then we had this event, and I was with my my colleague. So I went with my colleague, went to this place. We attended an event. We attended an event, and then after that, she was like, "You're so stressed out. What do you want to do?" I said, "I just want to dance." I said, like, because I was just crying. I just want to dance. And then she said, "I'll take you to the right place." So we went to that place. There was nobody yet because the party started at 10, and it was just a Wednesday. Trust me, Bobby, I was just dancing around the dance floor, just dance and dance by myself. And I said, "Let's go." She said, "That's it?" Yeah, I just needed that. And sometimes I go to the beachside, normally to the fort, and have my coffee. And I love breakfast. That eases me in a day when I have good breakfast outside.
Dance, dance, dance.
Dance, 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 dance.
So now we know that Dandy loves dancing.
Yeah, but I don't know certain steps. I just do my moves, and I don't even know what I was dancing.
While we are dancing now to the rhythm,
Yeah.
if your future self was watching this, what line would you want her to hear? Only one line. The future self.
You inspired people because I was also inspired by people.
That's what I was waiting for. That's the one. That's the dandy that everybody
And
will,
then it's a
will
purpose.
remember.
So whatever happens, I've lived my purpose.
The last line that you mentioned to your future self, it was really phenomenal.
Thank you.
Really beautiful. And really, I want to express my gratitude for having you here as my guest, motivating me, inspiring me to push even stronger. From the bottom of my heart,
Thank you, Bobby.
really, I'm so thankful, grateful. I don't even know what else to say. Like, again, I will throw them. No, one more time. Like, okay, no more.
I'm sorry, I laugh out loud so
Really
much. But
dandy.
anyway, Bobby, sincerely, you just did not. I just did inspire you again. You also motivated me. Come on, Danny, let's do this. And if it's not because of you, maybe I wouldn't make a difference. You have a different platform. You have a different aura to the audience. And it's so real. It's so real. And thank you, because this is the first time in Bahrain to have a very, very real, like real people in podcast on the spot. You didn't even want me to put my makeup for Christ's sake.
And it's not like I'm inspiring in a way, but I want whoever is on the hot chair to inspire and make an impact to the platform but to everyone who is watching.
Yeah. And by the way, Bobby, before we end this thing, and I'm not saying because I'm here in Bahrain and live in Bahrain and I have to say that out to the world. Can I say this out loud? This country has actually given me the opportunity to be able to be where I am at right now. And I am really, 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 really thankful because of this country's, diverse culture, their openness to everyone. I've never felt so welcomed. My job, like I've never felt so supported. And I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you, Bahrain, for being Bahrain and for just, like giving that warmth to everyone. And I want to say that out loud because I would want people to know that this country, even no matter how small it is in GCC, has actually created so much difference and impact to everyone's lives that they don't even know. That's it.
Well, now it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Now it's a wrap. Thank you, Bahrain. Thank you, Dandy Salvino. And whoever is watching, thank you, everyone. And see you next time.
thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Aw.